Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
What? I'm not so sure what I just watched. I'm confused.
Right there, bro.
I'm trying to mentally put. Okay. So the last thing we see is a scientist the guy who survives the fucking
Yeah.
human centipede on ice, motherfuckers. He survives. He's fucked up, obviously. Everything's fucked for that guy.
And he was possessed.
We don't know that. It could be her. It could be the girl, Eve, I think her name is. The Native American one. Of between her and Jodie Foster. And I guess she might have visions or something, or mental, like schizophrenia or something, like because her mom had something to where she saw things. So maybe that was that, and maybe that's her ties to her roots. They're gonna say like, "Oh, you have visions. You're one of the wind talkers," or some shit like that. Some cliche ass Native American thing. But
So what? So you would call him dying right after he says that a gaffe? Then
it's
a coincidence.
Well, maybe he didn't do that at all, right? Maybe he's just laying in the bed and then at a certain point he just starts dying. But I think they're more than implying that either she has some sort of fucking psychic gift or some shit or something, or she's in touch with the spiritual realm and they're trying to talk to her through, through all this shit, and then he dies, right? Like, fuck, I don't know. The problem is we don't get confirmation because they put a fucking bullshit reason of why Jodie Foster left that room, right? She was the one asking, like, who did it? Who killed? Or what happened? Tell me. And then I guess a random fight breaks out in the hospital lobby.
No, but he was sedated right before she leaves too.
True to that.
So it was like conversation was over regardless.
But she was sedated, and then the nurse runs out of there, right? She's like, leave him alone. Okay. She runs to the fight.
Yeah, it is just this chick and him, and you can perceive that as a vision.
Yeah. But the fight thing was fucking stupid. I get it, but that's fucking lazy, bro.
That's lazy, yeah. It's not great.
It's some random dudes in camos saying, who you calling a redneck? And as he's punching someone.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, that was like a stupid thing that happened there.
And then like this guy dies, and as soon as he dies, Jodie Foster comes back.
I know, exactly. Not only Jodie Foster comes back, but then
everybody, like business as usual. As soon as he dies,
the dude who had to crack the phone, he cracks the phone and hands it to Jodie Foster and the chick, and Eve. I don't know Jodie Foster's name, but the girl's name is Eve or some shit. They hand him the phone, and they play a recording of Annie K, right? The girl who dies, who has her tongue is cut out in the first episode, right? We see her tongue, but apparently that was like 8 years after she was already dead.
Yeah, I don't even know how they would know that's her tongue.
Yeah,
how would they even know?
I don't know how they figured that out, or I don't remember. I'm sure they wrote it in somewhere, and I just missed it because I'm like, what the fuck's happening? But regardless, you see a videotape of the girl Annie K, and she's basically saying, she's doing the Alex Jones shit, where she's like, I have no intention of suicide. If I turn up dead, it wasn't because it was like, I didn't suicide myself.
Yeah.
She basically record one of those videos. She's like, it's after me. I think she said it. Like, it's after me or something like that.
Yeah.
Or they're after me. So they with that little phone recording, they kind of expanded the world to where like maybe it's a murder in this Alaskan place, but now it's gotten bigger to where like, okay, there's probably bigger players out there. There has to be. Because these scientist dudes, they like explain it that these guys died of like fear, basically, like their
Yeah,
hearts
like
gave
they
out.
got like shock and shit.
Yeah, and it's like, what the fuck scares someone that much to where they have these aren't the oldest men in the world, right? These are some are younger, some are like middle aged,
Yeah,
and it's like these dudes' hearts gave out because they were so afraid of something, and then they froze afterwards. Uh, yeah, there's a lot left, a lot of questions to be answered from this show. But this for me was, I think, their best episode for me so
yeah.
far.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, there's still too much mystery left in how they execute, the reveal of this mystery, if they even do that at all, which we've seen before, and that's an unfortunate thing. Uh, I don't know. Hopefully they pull it off. Hopefully something is good behind the curtain, and it's not just, let's be honest, a fucking wild goose chase that leads nowhere. And they say, "Didn't you like that?" Hey guys, this is HBO here. Didn't you enjoy that? I don't want to see that shit at the end of it. I don't want a salesman at the end of the show. I'm like, it was good though, right? Guess what? Jodie Foster's in it, right? You see that? Huh? You like it? I don't want to see
Yeah,
that shit. I want it to be like something.
I felt like I don't know. I don't. I felt like the way they promoted it made it seem like, oh, we got the next best thing. That's
Yeah,
kind of how they were promoting that shit.
kinda. Yeah.
So I'm being patient.
This is this is definitely different than other True Detective series.
Yeah, this they're going up. They're going full stop.
Yeah, this is, and in fact, it's like they're not even like pulling back with like the idea of like this magic shit. Even Jodie Foster mentions it during the episode. She's like,
Yeah,
"What are you talking about? Like magic or something?" Like she's
yeah,
asking the one girl that, and it's like, because that's what I was asking after the first episode when I see this dude
yeah,
who's doing the Cam Newton fucking Superman dance, right? Where Clark Kent opens his shirt up out of the phone booth, Superman shit. I was like, what is this dude's doing? Yoga and this weird dance. And then he points the lady to where the dead scientists are. That's the end of the first episode. So I'm like, okay, I guess there's zombies and White Walkers and magic and ghouls and ghosts and shit like that. I don't know.
HBO's doing the Disney universe shit. You gotta watch Boba Fett to know what happened to Luke.
You have to rewatch. Season 8 didn't sell enough fucking DVDs, so you need to go back and rewatch season 8 again to understand True Detective season 4. Got it. Thanks, HBO. Uh,
Trying to fix their mistakes.
is there anything you have questions about that maybe you missed that maybe I could answer? I don't even know if I can answer them, to be honest with you, but
Uh, the girl that gave birth. What's up with her?
no idea who that is. I think the whole
Okay.
I think the whole point of that scene was to show that the Eve girl and
Yeah,
the girl who died with the tongue missing or tongue cut
yeah.
out or whatever had a connection.
Okay, yeah. I'm pretty caught up. I kind of understood.
Okay,
Little things you were telling me kind of filled it in for me.
okay. Pause. But yeah.
Yeah. Pause. That's crazy.
All right. To be honest, I can't
So
even make predictions right now. I'm just yeah.
for right now, what initiated the investigation? The scientists?
Yes. Okay. In the first episode, right, they show the scientists in their little laboratory house thing, right,
Before they died.
before they died, and then this dude like, yeah, it was so fucking weird. It's like he was like seizing for a second, and
Yeah.
then he turns and they show his face and he looks at someone or something, and I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. I
At
might
at
need to
the,
watch that.
at this point, I'm thinking like he had like maybe possessed by something. I don't know what the fuck, man. I
Yeah.
don't know where they're going with that, but they have like a routine like delivery man who brings some food and supplies and shit because they're out there, right? They're in their
He gets right.
science observatory thing.
Yeah. They wreck him.
No, he found them. Or no, he didn't
Okay.
find them. They were all gone.
Okay,
They were all
he
missing.
let people know, and he let people know they were gone.
Yeah, and they called the cops, and then that's when Jodie Foster and her team get there,
Okay.
and they
Okay.
find the girl's tongue underneath the table, and then they're like, okay, we need to go and do like a search party for these scientists, and then
Interesting.
it's the lady who sees a ghost, and the ghost points the lady in a direction, and then she ends up finding the bodies there.
And so, oh damn, is there any like discussion of what they were, what they're like fucking studying or whatever?
Fuck my memory, but it's partially. I think it was environmental. Like I think they were initially there for the environment. I could be fucking this up, by the way. I think they were initially
Okay.
there for the environment, but they ended up finding something towards more about the uh, like the origins of life or some shit like that. Like they were finding new life or something somewhere out here in this like the wilderness or something like that. I don't know.
And maybe they did find it
And maybe they did. And it's an alien. Yeah, why should it be an alien?
and wrecked them
Freak
to
out.
White Walker Night King alien.
Oh shit! They found
The Night
the
King
last White
alien.
Walker. He was hiding.
Yeah.
uh, yeah, I mean, yeah. I think their best episode is the most interesting, and like, there's definitely some intense moments in here. So, all right, we'll see where they go. Any closing comments, Anthony?
No,
But before we watch
can't
Jack
wait till
Reacher,
next.
any closing comments?
Uh, can only go downhill from here. Let's put it that way.
There you go. Two.
No, yeah, yeah, definitely. Looking forward to next week. It come. It it got my attention. This episode.
Fair enough. Forgive us, YouTube. You got two people have probably seen a number of shows, and let's just say we've been wrecked before, regardless of how good the buildup is or how bad the buildup is. We've seen the wreckage, so forgive our like patience to like start saying like, "What a great show!" Like, forgive that patience, bro.
Battle
There's a
tested.
battle test.
Nah, yo, when I saw Fargo the season we just watched, episode 1, I'm like, oh yeah, this is legit. This is a fucking great show.
And what happened?
And then it's okay, it's okay.
It wasn't Game of Thrones downfall, but it was like
No, it wasn't
uh,
getting those down. It just, but the I don't know. It was like 2 episodes in a row. It's like, yeah,
some little
this
fishy
shit
here.
is going. It was at 35,000 feet. We're at 20 right now. Like fuck.
All right, there's our review of season 4, episode 3 of True Detective.